Hello, welcome back to Light Bearer Vision. Greetings from wherever you're watching from all over the world. Welcome back to this channel. So, if you've been on this channel before, I welcome you back. And if you've not been on this channel before, if this is the first time you are clicking on this video, do like, subscribe, and comment on the section below, on the comment section. So, today I'll be talking on time productivities. I know 2023, a lot of us, we have a lot of things that we've scheduled for the month, for each month in the year that we want to do, and things, probably every day things change, our plans change. There are goals that you want to do for April, then you realize that it will be good for you to accomplish and fulfill them March. So we are going to be talking about time productivities. How well do you enjoy those things that you are doing? How well do you enjoy them? How well are you productive about the goals that you want to achieve for every day? So talking about time, it requires energy, right? It requires your energy to work, to do things. Anything you want to do, it requires energy. So you can manage your time, yes, and you can also manage your energy. You can, there's a way you can do both your time and your energy, and things you want to do becomes productive because you are able to manage your time, you are able to manage your energy to the things that are important, to the things you want to achieve. Managing your time and your energy is very important in time productivity. So why being productive on the journey to productivities? Learn to enjoy the things you are doing. Probably work or you are studying, try to enjoy it. When you're watching a Korean movie or probably a movie on Netflix, any movie, no one tells you to go for the next season before you do, because you find it interesting. You find it interesting, and most people, if you don't get to the last episode, you are not going to stop. Why? Just because you enjoy watching that scene. Just because. Yes, so learning to enjoy what you do every day, probably work, it makes it easy for you, to produce a lot on that same thing that you are doing. It makes it very easy for you to produce a lot, for it to be productive because you enjoy doing it. Not that this is a stress. You don't see it as a burden, but you see it as something you love doing. You are enjoying it, so it gives you this spirit that you keep flowing in the work. You keep flowing in the works, and before even the time runs out, you've done a lot. You've been productive just because you enjoy what you are doing, not just because you want to do it. It's very important because actually you actually want to do it, but try and enjoy what you want to do. It makes it more faster. I've tried it especially when you want to read, and probably what you want to read, maybe research or some course. It feels so hard to read. Just by enjoying, you must enjoy it, like just to make your work very fast, and you have a very short time, you've already achieved something and it's productive. So one thing we need to do is, our mindset. Our mindset is very important if you want to be very, very productive. If you want to be productive, your mindset is so important. I've talked about managing your time and your energy, same as your mindset. When you have this mindset that you are going to do it, you are not just doing this because you have a deadline. Yes, you might have a deadline, but if you are not enjoying it, once again, the deadline might be very difficult, to meet. So after that, you can also bring other people on board, probably your friends, people that you guys do things together. You can bring them on board. All right, so let's talk about five tips that you can get your goals achieved for each day, and this you can practice for each day. So firstly is prioritizing your tasks. When you prioritize the tasks you want to do for the day, actually you might have a lot of tasks you want to do for the day, but you don't need to be scared. No matter how long the list of what you want to do is. Probably you want to go out, you want to come back, you have a research you want to do, you have a content you want to do, you have a book you want to read, anything. It might be a very long list for what you want to do for that day. But don't be scared about what you want to do. Don't be scared about the do list. Don't be scared about them. So all you just need to do is prioritize them. You prioritize them on important and urgency. How important are what you want to do, probably in the morning, afternoon, evening, before the day runs out. Before the day runs out, prioritize them. Is it important? Is it urgent? Which one are you doing first? And from important and urgency, which tasks are we supposed to do first? Actually, it depends on how the task is. Yes, it depends. So when you prioritize, you make your important tasks and your urgent tasks, it will make you stay focused and motivated for the day. Because, and note, it's not as if some important tasks are not urgent and some urgent tasks is also important. So depending on the long-term goal for both the important and the urgent, urgent goals you want to make for the day. But do make sure you set your urgent tasks and your important tasks, so you know the one that goes first. Is that okay? All right. So the secondly is set a smart goal. Let your goal for the day, let it be smart, let it be specific. Have a specific task you want to do for that day, and let it be measurable. If it is something you can just do within today, or you will still need 2 or 3 days to do that same task. Is it achievable? Is it relevant? And is it time bound to what you want to do? So all these things, all these 5 things makes it very easy for you to know the goal you are choosing first for the day. But most importantly, the time bound is very, very important. Lately, not quite long, I attended a meeting, and on that meeting, this woman, she set her alarm. In that meeting, we are just using just 1 hour. Just 1 hour. Probably she might have had some other things she want to do that she wanted to achieve for that day. But she set her alarm, and that meeting we can actually exceed 1 hour. But she make her time, she make it measurable, and within that goal of that 1 hour, we achieved a lot, like a lot. We achieved a lot. So she set her alarm, and within 1 hour we are done. So assuming she has some other things she wants to do, she'll be able to do them. But within that 1 hour, the goal was smart, is measurable, and is relevant to that moment. In fact, very, very relevant. So the third thing I'll be talking about is health and fitness in your goal. Some people just walk, included me. We just work sometimes, and we don't consider our health. We don't, in fact, that energy that I said we can manage, sometimes we don't really consider it. You see some people working from morning to around 5 o'clock without eating, without checking their health. Just because what they are doing is important does not mean you should neglect your health, does not mean you should neglect your fitness. Remember, this is very, very important while you are setting your goals. While you are setting your daily goal, make sure you set your health and fitness goal with it. Okay, are you just going to work for probably 3 hours at first, then take 30 minutes break so your body could relax? When you're working, are you going to be taking water, for break? You'll be taking water probably 30 minutes. You take a walk 15 minutes. You just want to play. You just want to play. So your health and fitness is very, very important. So as you take your daily goal starting from today, do well to set your health and fitness goal, because it is very important. If you want to achieve your goal, it is important for you to be healthy, to be healthy and fit. If you are not fit, there is no way you want to achieve goal. if you break them, there's no way you want to set, smart goals that you want to achieve within short period of time. So it is also important that we set goal for our health and fitness. It is very important that you don't just overwork yourself. You don't just exhaust your energy without taking something in. You don't just exhaust yourself without taking something in. And most especially students, probably you're reading or you are doing things that relating to you reading, taking your time reading. That does not mean you should not check your health and fitness, because it is important. You find out that some students read and nothing, they don't eat, they just read and read. But it is very important that anything you want to do for each day, make sure you set your goal, you set your health and fitness goal. Right, so number 4 is your personal growth. As you set your goals for each day, what are your personal achievements, personal growth? Is it that after doing that task, you want to read, you want to watch some videos to equip yourself the more? Is it that you want to read to gain more knowledge? What do you want to do? Yes, so personal growth is very important. If you try setting your goal for each day, your personal growth is very important, because you might ask that why is this personal growth so important? It helps you. You'll be able to, probably you read on something and you are working on that same thing. It makes it very easy for you and move faster, and it makes that goal specific, and it will be time bound because you already know about it, you already have knowledge about it, so doing it will be more faster. And if you are doing it, it makes you enjoy yourself, because you've equipped yourself with the right self equipment. Daily goals, you set the goal that you want to improve on yourself in this area. It makes you, full potential. It brings out the full potential of yourself, and it makes you lead a more fulfilling life when you improve yourself. It's very important that you also set goals to improve yourself. As you set goals to achieve some workload in your working place or at school, it's also important to set your personal growth to improve yourself, and it also helps your goals. It helps your goal because you are the one doing the work. So when you improve on yourself, you make it more easy, you make it more easier, and it makes your time, shortly, that you're able to do it well. Right, the fifth one is reflect on your day. After each day that you make a goal that you want to do, reflect on it. Are you able to achieve one or two things today? What were you able to achieve out of the goals you said you wanted to do? And if you probably, from out of 5 goals that you want to achieve for the day, if you are only able to achieve one, just one, don't be sad. Don't say, I wasted my day. My day was not productive. No, make sure you celebrate that one achievement, just one productivity that you were able to do for that day, that you're able to make. Celebrate it, celebrate yourself, and encourage yourself that you do more the following day. So the following day, you're not just going to, sit. It's not as if you are sitting, but you make it more faster. But remember that anything you are doing, make sure you enjoy doing it. Make sure you enjoy doing it. It's important, because while you're prioritizing something, it doesn't just come easily like that. Prioritizing anything you want to do is a process. So that is why I say it can't just come like that. It's a process, it's a gradual process. And that is why you need to revisit your goals each day. Even the middle of the day, you can just give yourself a break and say, okay, this is the things I wanted to do today. Am I able to achieve them? So you just reflect on it. So prioritizing your goal is a process. It's not something you can just go in with full force. But remember to manage your time and your energy, because you can manage them. You can manage them both. Prioritizing tasks is the cornerstone of effective time and energy management. So Thank you for watching this video. You can let me know what you think about time productivity in the comment section. And if there is anything that you do in your own space, that makes your daily work very productive, you can also drop it at the comment section. It can help others. Yes, thank you very much. Do like this channel and subscribe to next